I don't like messing with the does early because I want them to feel safe and unpressured to help get the buck by me. So, so that's kind of mixed feelings. I want to try to shoot them after that if I can, or I'll just go somewhere else and shoot a doe for meat. So if I can, so that's mixed feelings. If a perfect scenario for me was if you had the perfect plan, you had the complete control over it, was not to mess with your does until after the rut, then call out what you needed to. I would think that would be a better strategy to have a relaxed deer population and be more successful with the bigger bucks. But who knows? I mean, that's just my thought. But it, it, but I just don't want to. I don't want to shoot a doe in my main hunting area because I'm afraid it's going, bleeding blood and all that. It's going, he's here. So then everything
Yeah.
changes. So,
I'm the same way. It's so funny. Every year I'm like, I should just shoot a doe early so I get some meat in the freezer, and I got that out of the way. I can focus on bucks, but then I never want to because of what you just said. It's like I don't want to screw anything up. I don't want to, and then I say I'm going to shoot one later, and then when I try to shoot one later, it's harder. It's like for some reason it's like why I had all these opportunities early that I passed on, and now later I'm struggling to even see a doe.
that's true. But my thing is like I had this one place I killed two bucks in a row, 2 years in a row. A doe brought her by. I'm thinking, I wonder if that's that doe from the year before. So I'm hoping she's here next year and stuff like that. Well, last year I didn't see her, so I don't. So somebody might have got her. I don't know, but I don't mess with her because she's helped me kill two good bucks. So now, it's corrupted my mind now. So I don't want to shoot them because that might be Susie that brought that buck by me. So
Yeah, and too, like I've learned some of these areas that I've spent so much time in. I know these certain doe groups, and when they tend to come into estrus, and or at least when bucks are starting to, check these certain
right.
ones, and I'm like, I don't want to accidentally shoot her, because if that happens, then is that going to screw everything up, or is all my historical data going to be thrown out the window for this spot?
Yeah, and and a lot of times them doe groups are still small groups. If you shoot the older doe, that's the one that's kind of educating, helping them get through the coyotes and that process. So you gotta there's a lot more thinking to it, to that you get thinking too much. Hey, what if I do that? How it's going to screw up everything, their hierarchy or whatever. If you shoot the grandma doe, it's learned everything for 10 years on how to elude people or how to train a buck how to be smarter. Because I really believe, I've watched does do some crazy things. I watched a doe in one place circle a whole food plot with a fawn 10 yards inside the woods, stopping every so often, looking and training that fawn to do that before she got around and come out pretty close to him. It was still far away where I couldn't shoot her. But she done circled near that whole food plot, just patiently teaching that fawn, hey, that's trouble. You just got to sneak out there, you got to
Yeah.
sneak everything, scent check, look, make sure before you go. So that thought process, like, man, it's cool, but you just don't, it's cool the things you see, and then you start questioning about what you're going to do, because
Yeah.
everything you do affects something. So, so try to make it where it's going to affect a benefit for you. So not a negative down the road, and trying to figure that out for, plan for the future. It makes it tough sometimes.
Yeah, no, that's that's exactly right. And it is so cool to be able to see all these things and be in the woods and witness it and kind of come to your own conclusions on what they're doing and thinking about it. I mean, that's such a great part about hunting. I love it, and every area has its own little things.
My dad had a story. He said, I know a doe can count to three because I seen one do it one time. He said he seen a doe go behind three hunters and then come back by with a fawn and stop and point them hunters out when she come by. So she knew where there was all else. He said, I know she could count to three.